A storm controversy in the aftermath of Tropical Storm Harvey. Critics accusing Pastor Joel Osteen of not opening the doors of his 600,000 square foot megachurch in Houston to those who had lost everything. Lakewood church officials now saying that the doors were never closed to anyone seeking shelter. Joining us this morning is Lakewood Church senior pastor Joel Osteen. Pastor, are people at the church now people who need shelter?
Yes, absolutely. We have several hundred or maybe more people that we're sheltering right now that we're taking care of. Plus, we're collecting supplies to help people in the other shelters around town.
Pastor, when did you start taking these people into the church, and when did you start collecting supplies?
Well, our doors have always been open from the very, very beginning. As soon as the waters began to recede, a couple days in, we had people coming in that we took in. There's a big shelter 4 miles away where they house thousands of people, a city shelter, and so once that filled up, then our shelter kicked in. But our church has always been open, and some of these notions that we're closed or not here to take care of the city is just not a true narrative. I mean, there were safety issues as well. The building was on the verge of flooding, just water right up to our floodgate. So first couple of days, it was not accessible for our staff or for other people as well.
Could you not get there over the weekend? Did you and your wife go to the church over the weekend? Because the issue is people photograph, because I was following it on social media, people went and photographed the outside of the church, and it appeared as if nobody was at the church. And they wanted to know that if your church was dry, then why weren't you sheltering people rather than Tuesday, say Sunday?
Yeah, the church was not dry. People can't see everything. People from a distance. There's a road right behind me where we have big floodgates where the water was close to coming over. Now that water recedes in 12 or 18 hours, but you know, at the time it was not dry. And in fact, this building flooded back in 2001 when the Rockets had 10 feet of water right behind me down on the lower floor. So, you know, there's safety issues, and from a distance it looks like this church up on a hill, but you know, there's other issues going on as well. Plus, you know, our staff and building engineers, there wasn't anybody close. But the bottom line is the church is open. We're here to take care of people. We've done it for 60 years, and we'll continue to do it. Even after all this is gone, we'll be helping these people that are hurting in the city right now.
Were you at the church over the weekend, though, you and your wife? Were you on the premises, say, Sunday?
No, I was not. I was here, I think, Friday and Saturday, but I was not here. I mean, this was a big storm. This were people not able to get out of neighborhoods and things, but I mean, obviously it's a huge storm, and you know, my niece was stranded right across the street from this building either Saturday or Sunday, but water can rise very quickly in these bayous, and so you know, we thank the Lord, though, we're here today and we can help people now, and whether we could have opened it a day or sooner or got the word out earlier, main thing is we want to help people now.
Well, Pastor, that's what I was going to ask you. In hindsight, would you have done anything differently over the weekend?
You know, I have not even looked back to think about that. I really don't. You know, we probably would, but, you know, I think the main thing is, you know, safety issues and a lot of things that people don't see, but you know, this church is open. We don't turn people away. We took people in right at the very start. They wanted to go down to a shelter where they have showers and beds and all the, you know, they're really set up. But, you know, today, hey, if anybody needs help, we're open, we're distributing supplies, and we're going to continue to do this for years to come.
Were you surprised at the outrage, at the reaction, at how people focused on you and your church?
You know, I don't know if I was surprised. I don't pay much attention to it. I know that sounds naive, but you know what? Social media, that doesn't run our life, and people don't really know what we're doing and don't know all the issues. But, you know, obviously my staff told me about it. But, again, life's too short to put energy in the negative and the people that don't understand, and, you know, no fault to them, but we're going to run our race and be who we're called to be. Some of those people are never going to like me or our church or person of faith anyway, but I do think that notion that somebody created, that, oh, we're not open and we can't do that, that was such a false narrative that somehow somebody bought into. And, you know, nowadays it can spread, it can go viral. So, you know, that's why we're telling our side of the story.
But you didn't have people basically who were seeking shelter. You did not have people in the church on Sunday, for example, or Tuesday or
No.
Monday. You had people who started coming in Tuesday.
Yeah, probably Tuesday was the main day, but Saturday and Sunday we're not safe here. I can promise you that. Flooding-wise and everything else, we have, some of our pastors were in floods, had to be rescued, holding their babies for 4 hours in floodwaters, and we somehow found some boats to go get them. But it was a huge storms, and a lot of different issues going on, from safety to, just keeping it all together.
Pastor, we see what the church is doing in terms of raising, bringing in supplies, bringing in individuals, helping them. Are you going to be making a personal donation at all to any of the causes in the region to help people in Houston and Texas?
Victoria and I are givers. Our life we give all the time, but I won't talk about that. But yes, of course we're going to be doing that. We're going to be encouraging other people to do the same. And today thousands of Houstonians and Lakewood people will come out and give gifts, money, supplies, and all this other stuff. But yes, we've been a part of this community for 30 years, or for 60 years. 17 years ago we housed 3,000 evacuees during Hurricane Katrina, and so this is what Lakewood is all about. And so we're going to continue to be who we are, lifting people up and helping them in their time of need.
Are you going to have regular services this coming Sunday?
We are. I don't know if they'll be regular, but we'll have special services, because we'll certainly focus on the people that are displaced and praying for them and encouraging people. And hey, we're going to celebrate that we're all here. I mean, there weren't, we're going to pray for those that lost lives, but most of us are here, and we may not be as good as we were before, but we thank the Lord that we're here, and we count each day as a blessing.
Joel, thank you for being here. Pastor Joel Osteen, Senior Pastor with Lakewood Church in Houston. Thank you. Blessings to everybody in that community.